This case is now, I think, already been dismissed, right, Ron? So this has already been filed and done with the date of September 27th in New York.
Hollywood's most perfect couple, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds, are secretly beefing harder than two toddlers fighting over the last juice box at daycare. And folks, it's way messier than you think. Subpoena-Gate is exploding, lawsuits are flying like angry bees, shady footage is leaking, and Ryan might be doing everything short of wearing a t-shirt that says, "I low-key hate my wife." Welcome to the most chaotic Hollywood drama since that time someone told Gwyneth Paltrow she couldn't live on bone broth alone. Let's dive into the wreckage because this isn't just another celebrity tiff. Oh no, this is a full-blown marital Cold War complete with secret subpoenas, gag orders, and enough passive-aggressive birthday posts to fill a museum exhibit titled "Red Flags in Marriage." So where did the chaos really begin? Well, Blake Lively's little passion project, It Ends With Us, didn't just end with her booking a juicy leading role. It ended with lawsuits that snowballed into career-imploding disasters for everyone involved: Justin Baldoni, Ryan Reynolds, and most dramatically, Blake herself.
Well, it looks like Ryan Reynolds is looking to get dismissed from the lawsuit and I guess abandon his wife to just go through it alone.
Blake's team sneakily tried to get documents served without giving anyone a heads up. You know, because nothing says healthy business practices like secret subpoenas. Meanwhile, Ryan's running around trying to duct tape his reputation together before anyone notices it's leaking faster than a dollar store inflatable pool. And it's not just the movie falling apart, it's the marriage too. Ryan Reynolds, America's cheeky, sarcastic sweetheart, is apparently refusing to be seen in public with Blake. Forget co-starring in cutesy rom-coms together, these two can barely coexist in the same Starbucks. If they want to salvage their marriage, the plan is simple: stay apart, work apart, and, oh yeah, keep everything super low-key so the media doesn't notice the absolute train wreck happening behind the scenes. But spoiler, we definitely noticed. Let's talk about Ryan's subtle hatred for a second, because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Remember all those blurry, unflattering pictures he used to post of Blake for her birthday? Back then we thought it was cute, like, haha, they're just a quirky couple. Now it looks more like a power move by a man who's been seething inside for years, like some sort of secret photographic vendetta. Happy birthday, babe. Here's a picture where you look like a confused raccoon. Love you. And if you think I'm overanalyzing, think again. Ryan's entire vibe screams, I like being the star, thank you very much. He struggled with Scarlett Johansson for being too famous, and history's doing a rerun with Blake. He wants a wife who shines, sure, just not brighter than him. Preferably one who glows just enough to make him look good standing next to her, like a decorative lamp. Meanwhile, Blake is trying to push forward with her projects alone. She's promoting another simple favor solo, showing up to donut shop solo, probably blinking SOS in Morse code with her lashes at this point. Sources close to the couple, translation, someone's publicist drunk texted TMZ, saying they're keeping their professional lives separate because otherwise the world will realize their power couple brand is burning faster than Ryan's reputation in a group chat full of intimacy coordinators. Ryan's entire nice guy image is at risk because if Hollywood starts thinking he's secretly a control freak with a weird superiority complex, it's over. No more Deadpool, no more aviation gin ads, just a sad man and his blurry wife memes.
His legal team filed a motion to dismiss Baldoni's complaint against the actor, arguing that It Ends With Us director-actor's claims have no merit.
In addition, while we're discussing the ambiguity of boundaries, let's not forget that Ryan went over the deep end by requesting that the court issue a gag order on Justin Baldoni's attorney. How would you feel if you were so stressed out that you tried to legally make your issues go away? Ryan is making an effort to prevent Brian Friedman, Justin's attorney, from speaking to the media. This is due to the fact that each time Brian speaks, Ryan's public relations team suffers the loss of another gray hair. As if Oprah were to dish away vehicles, Brian has been conducting interviews left and right, and he has been throwing allegations around like that of a scandal. You get a scandal, everyone is involved in a controversy. Ryan's worst nightmare? There is a risk of losing control of the narrative, as well as the conventional wisdom in Hollywood, which states that if you are unable to exert influence over the press, you are practically doomed. But don't worry, it will get even more juicy. Keep in mind that Blake Lively's part in the film It Ends With Us was not limited to that of a leading one. In addition, it was an opportunity for her to demonstrate her influence behind the scenes as a producer. At long last, she was on the verge of becoming Hollywood's next big multi-hypersonate. On the other hand, that dream is currently mired in a complex web of lawsuits worth a total of $400 million, allegations of stealing the film, and video that has been leaked, which makes everyone concerned appear to be in a state of extreme discomfort. You know it's bad when Ryan's source, again, drunk publicist, starts leaking to the tabloids about how Ryan's concerned for Blake's well-being. Translation: this was supposed to be her Oscar moment, and instead it's her Lifetime movie cautionary tale. Let's go back to that awful footage that was leaked, because, well, that is one high-stakes situation there. The film from the set of the movie that has not been edited shows Blake and Justin Baldoni having a moment that is supposed to look romantic, but instead appears to be two people gradually coming to the realization that they should have called human resources. Justin makes an unscripted attempt to kiss her, but Blake continues to deftly avoid him like a seasoned veteran. It's like being a witness to a disastrous first date unfolding in real time. But hold on, things are about to become considerably messier. The gag order nonsense is not something that Justin's attorney, Brian Friedman, is going to take sitting down. In the court records, he is basically laughing and claiming that it is absurd to think that Justin and his team could be prohibited from discussing a matter that they are actually involved in. Is that the truth? It's true that he gets it. Due to the fact that they continue to air your dirty laundry, you cannot just issue a gag order because of them. The freedom of speech, or the legal system, does not operate in that manner, Ryan.
Is really going to expose Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds for the conniving people that they are.
It's already a full-fledged soap opera at this stage. There are a number of lawsuits that are currently being filed. Blake is suing Justin, Justin is countersuing Blake, the New York Times is suing Blake for defamation, and it appears like everyone and their mother is submitting legal paperwork faster than Blake can avoid an uncomfortable on-screen kiss. And let's not forget Ryan's cameo in this legal circus. He's been accused of going full Hulk mode on Justin during a meeting at their penthouse, screaming and swearing like he was auditioning for a Sopranos reboot. Allegedly, Ryan tried to muscle his way into the creative process, trying to swap out the editor and composer with his own people, basically turning It Ends With Us into Ryan's world. The tragedy of it all? This didn't have to happen. Blake had her breakout moment within reach. Ryan had his nice guy brand locked down. Justin was supposed to get a wholesome rom-com hit. Instead, it's all crashing down, and they're clinging to whatever scraps of dignity are left. Honestly, it feels like the celebrity version of a group project gone horrifically wrong. Enter Hugh Jackman, Ryan's BFF, the dynamic duo whose legendary banter and public pranks have kept fans entertained for years. But now, a tiny hairline fracture may have formed in the bromance, all thanks to a boy band, a dance number, and some suspiciously passive-aggressive shade. Let's rewind. Hugh Jackman, ever the song and dance man, recently gushed that filming the Deadpool sequel with his BFF Reynolds was the time of my life. Wholesome. But then came the gripe. Just one little gripe, he insists, one tiny, minuscule, dance-sized gripe. Jackman, in a live performance at Radio City Music Hall, cheekily let it slip that while he's in almost every scene of the blockbuster, he's noticeably absent from the most viral moment of all, the opening dance number. Yes, that glittery, high-octane, NSYNC-fueled sequence that had Twitter doing backflips, and Hugh completely cut from it. Coincidence? He doesn't seem to think so. "Oh, Ryan's the writer," Jackman said with a sly smile, hinting at some creative sabotage. "And when I saw the script, the one scene I'm not in is the opening sequence, a dance number." He even playfully questioned Reynolds' dancing chops while reminding everyone, ever so humbly, that he, Hugh Jackman, has a background in dance. "We remember the boy from Oz, Hugh." Then, with a dramatic flair only an Aussie Broadway veteran could muster, Jackman took the stage to perform his own solo tribute to the Dance That Got Away, enlisting his trainer Beth Lewis to help him reclaim his moment. If that isn't poetic pettiness in motion, I don't know what is. So what's really going on here? Was this just another bit in their ongoing bit? Or is this the first flicker of friction between two Hollywood BFFs whose bond has always seemed too good to be true? Is the bromance turning into a bro breakup? Or worse, a full-blown on-screen frenemyship? So where exactly do we go from here? Well, unless some major miracles happen, we're probably looking at Ryan and Blake officially living separate professional lives, and maybe separate personal ones too, if the donut shop sightings are any indication. Ryan desperately trying to scrub any bad husband rumors off his squeaky clean image, Blake fighting to salvage It Ends With Us without looking like the villain of her own movie, Justin Baldoni low-key starting a YouTube channel called I Told You So, and us? We'll be here with the popcorn, watching every juicy twist and turn because, let's be honest, this is better than anything Netflix could come up with. Stay tuned, kids. Subpoena-Gate isn't over, it's just getting started. See you on the next one.